Afro Samurai is a go-to anime character that honestly I wish we got more of. It's been my mission to become an enemy of the anime community. A few weeks ago, I said this very controversial clip. I have a question. Is it controversial to ask why there aren't many black anime characters from a black culture's point of view? I literally think that would be the hardest thing out. As a consumer of anime and having black skin, I don't think it's all that wrong to think this way. Wanting to see yourself in the characters that you love so much, what exactly is the problem with that? I got some backlash from some people saying this. Bro, just let anime be anime. Why you gotta bring culture into fictional anime? Or because anime is Japanese. Come on, bro. I think it would be considered racist by people to have another culture, stereotype of culture that's going through a racist issue right now. There was one particular comment that stood out to me that a lot of people were giving me. Most comments saying that there aren't many black characters because there aren't many black people. Which, to be honest, that's a fair statement. But over the years of anime, black people haven't been depicted in the best light. And to be honest, this goes for any culture. If you're going to depict a certain people group, at least depict them in a not degrading way. And just because you voiced that seeing a black MC in anime would be cool, doesn't mean it is an attack or a diminishing of the beauty of Japanese culture. I, for one, believe that culture in all its beauty is meant to be shared and celebrated. But honestly, it seemed like some anime heads in the anime community wanted to keep it as pure as can be.
It's a sickness! It is deviant.
Luckily, there are black manga artists out there on the come up. People like Rain the Governor and Slicker Villain, who have black MCs in their art, and well-known Japanese-based animator and artist LaShawn Thomas, who made Cannon Busters and Yasuke. Brothers, you are making a difference. So, in honor of Black History Month,
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black.
I want to highlight a tough black MC, Afro Samurai. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Make sure you like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that for more anime-relatable content. Afro Samurai is the main protagonist in the show, created by Takashi Okazaki, who started drawing African-American characters on items like Kleenex boxes when he was a teenager, inspired by his fondness for hip-hop and soul music. Afro Samurai, after seeing his father murdered by justice, his main goal was to avenge his father who was killed by him for the #1 headband. Driven by vengeance, he cuts down anyone who gets in his way from getting to #1. Afro Samurai, in possession of the #2 headband, has everyone constantly coming from him. He's constantly on the defensive from attackers who have to have it because they know that by having the #2 headband, they are closer to achieving the #1 and therefore becoming God. Some of the main people we see trying to get the headband is an organization of assassin warrior monks who seek to claim the #2 headband and then the #1 headband so that they may ascend to godhood and immortality. In the show, we get a glimpse into Afro's past, and it's pretty dark. Being taken in by his master and becoming a great swordsman, he sees his master and his friends get slaughtered because of the #2 headband. Crazy what power can do to people. I love the way that Afro was depicted with the whole world stacked against him. He moves forward even if he constantly has people wanting to kill him because of the headband. But I think what's the most important part of the show is how does he keep his sanity with all the killing he has to do. He develops Ninja as a coping mechanism who is supposed to be the voice of reason in the show, but also represents all the emotion that Afro carries, but has to tuck them away to survive.
Hey, can't you give a brother a break, yo? Can't you see the man's down? What about honor and fairness?
Oh, how much we are like Afro. This world is hard, man, and with the harshness of this world, we all have to find a way to keep moving forward. We may not be cold-blooded killers like Afro, at least I hope not, but there are ways that we cope with the struggles of the world. How do you cope? What do you do to try to press someone to move forward? Some of the ways that we do cope maybe aren't the healthiest, but let me tell you about someone who can help you deal with the burdens of this world. Jesus is someone who came into this world to bear our burdens. He entered into this hard and cruel world, burdened by sin, and decided to do something about it. He lived the perfect life that we cannot live. He died the death that we deserved and rose from the dead so that he could prove that he is the only one who can take on the hardship and cruelty of this world and live. Hebrews says, "For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who in every respect has been tempted as we are, yet without sin." So let us then draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in the time of need. Because Jesus knows what we go through, he can help us in our time of need, and he can give you hope for today and the future if you trust him. This might be a stretch, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I feel like Afro Samurai, and the way that he was depicted, was a caricature of the African American experience. I feel like Black people, African American people, have been through so much in this country, right? And feeling like the world around them is constantly coming after them, and they have a target on their back. They have to keep pressing forward, right? And I think when we look at the slave times, we look at the civil rights movement. What was the way that Black people kept pressing forward? Yes, it was the fight for freedom. But I think what depicted the slave movement, what depicted the civil rights movement, was a holding on to Jesus that helped them cope with the cruelty of the world that was around them. Afro Samurai had to continue pressing forward because that was the only way that he was going to be able to avenge his father. And hopefully, I don't think that African American people have vengeance on their mind. At least I hope not. I'm not. I don't have vengeance on my mind. But I know one thing that keeps me going in a world that can seem pretty harsh for the African American experience, and that's Jesus. I don't know if there will be more Black main characters like Afro Samurai or Yasuke or Cannon Busters or any of those, right? I know they're incorporating more Black characters in anime, and that's great. I love that, right? But honestly, it wouldn't be a bad thing if we saw that, right? That doesn't mean it would be a diminishing of Japanese culture. I think it'd just be the opposite. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you watch, comment, subscribe. I am really trying to make our anime characters and storylines that we love and make them relatable to our own personal lives, because it's a reality, right? I don't think we watch these things for the sake of mere enjoyment. Some people do, and some things are for that. But I think a lot of what we see is very relatable. We experience sadness, grief, happiness, joy in some of our favorite characters and shows, and I want to try to do that. So make sure you support the content. Make sure you watch, comment, subscribe. Until next time.